Good
I'll say
morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Happy birthday, Derek Nascarman. Good morning to Derek Nascarman.
I'm lost now.
You what?
I got lost there for a second. Don't mind me.
You're fine. You're fine. It's Derek's birthday, and Debbie wanted to play some music for him, but she couldn't play it live, Darlene. And we had to pay a lot of money to have Craig sitting up here, but he's about to have to go.
That's right.
So we're going to cut that $39.99 in half.
No.
Yeah, because you couldn't stay very long.
It's not per hour. It's per appearance. No.
Plus, he had to hear us all try to sing Southern, and then Michigan, and then Texan. So that was just kind of a little bit much. And Derek, if you're too tired to stay on, I understand.
Nope. Well, I have to stay. I have to stay up anyway because I have to go to the doctor's. So.
What time do you have to go to the doctor?
10 o'clock.
You're going to get better.
It's right down the street, but.
My Texas roadway hat.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, it's hat day?
Yes.
Hat day.
I love it. So what are you going to do besides go to the doctor today, big guy?
Well, I'm waiting for Joe to get back to me and wake his butt up. So when he gets here, then he says he's going to take me somewhere. I have no clue. So
probably going to go out to breakfast.
Probably.
That'll be fun.
Well, I'm ready for you to get better because
I am too.
Me too.
Just do it.
Kind of hard to do that. We got people in the house. Have you already sang, Darlene? I mean, already sang, Traci?
Yes, ma'am. I did.
I missed it. Oh, well. Good morning, everybody.
And Craig's going to have to go to take his daughter to school. And
he's the family Uber today.
Yeah, that's every day, it seems like.
And Derek has a doctor's appointment.
Debbie's going to clean house, maybe.
Debbie, I got yours real quick.
Oh, you got it.
Darlene, see, I got some more friend mail, Darlene. And Darlene's is all over the place, you guys.
What did you think, honey? What did you think?
12 pounds of jewelry.
Oh, my word.
And I'm taking it, I'm trying to separate it. This is only the Christmas. What? I can eat. That's just the Christmas part.
Holy moly.
I hadn't got to the bottom of the heap yet. But it was like old times. Jewelry was everywhere. Okay.
But you liked your butterflies.
I hadn't opened them. I mean, I got the package open. So, Debbie, you had it wrapped where I was afraid how to open it. I didn't want to cut anything.
Didn't wrap it that bad.
So, you sent me a bunch of butterflies.
I did.
So, let me highlight. All right. There's the purple.
You can't see. There we go.
Ooh,
yes.
There you go.
I like those. I love that color. I don't know why I love that color. And this shades of greens and browns.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Look at those purples.
Ooh.
And
nice.
the greens. And this is what I did somebody's with, and it turned out real pretty. And then the blues. These are pretty too. Turquoise. And Debbie,
morning to Kathy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kathy. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Kathy. Debbie, did you hand do each one of these?
No, ma'am. I created those. I did them in Photoshop after I got them created. And then I painted them in Photoshop. And I did package and do all the little shoes by themselves. And I love her. Anyway, I did note cards. I did note cards with matching envelopes because they were selling when I did them. So I sold them.
Isn't that cute? So for Derek's birthday, you send me gifts.
That was very nice.
I'm sending something to Derek too, but I'm being constant about it. I'm going to put the song on a CD and send it to him, as well as a few other little things.
Good morning to Sharon. Good morning to you. Good morning to Sharon. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer and Patsy Crafty too. Good morning to Jennifer and Patsy Crafty too.
Why am I not getting anybody's names? Patsy Crafty already knows, and Kathy already knows all of us. So heck, I ain't got to explain who anybody is up here.
Yeah.
Sharon.
Guys, I got to run. I'm sorry.
You know everybody.
All right.
Bye, Craig.
Birthday, Derek.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Sharon, do you know NASCAR man? Why is it not showing your guys' names?
Because you have the
The happy birthday up. If you took the happy birthday down, it
take
would.
the banner down, then everybody's name comes up.
Okay.
There we go.
There we are.
Sharon, NASCAR man 3345 is his birthday. And he is the one, it used to be DD&T every day. And then he started doing manly things, but he usually still comes on. He just he hasn't been feeling well.
Usually on Tuesdays and Fridays, we still see Derek every Tuesday and Friday.
And Sharon, he's the one that introduced us to Debbie. DebbieDoesSales. And he introduced us to LizzAnn. You see LizzAnn on here. I hadn't seen you lately, just me, Kathy, except for
yesterday.
Like Derek and them.
Yeah.
I'm making noise with this plastic wrap.
Well, I'm glad you're pleased with your gifts.
You guys, I got my phone up here so that way I can see better.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Lisa.
Good morning to Lisa. Good morning to you. Good morning to Lisa. Good morning to you.
And
How about that?
Ann?
And I
Good
talked to her yesterday.
morning to Ann. Good morning to you. Good morning to Ann. Good morning to you.
Look at all these women you got around you. You should be smiling from ear to ear, mister.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you didn't feel so crappy lately.
Yeah, like I said, hopefully the blood work comes back that it's getting better. If not, I might be sitting in the hospital this afternoon.
Oh, yeah, babe. Good morning to Kimmy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kimmy. Good morning to you.
It is, the birthday boy is NASCAR 3345. Everybody point to him again.
Mm-hmm.
Point to the birthday boy. Well, guess what, Derek?
I feel like we're in the Brady Bunch.
He's taking your birthday off today.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking a birthday off. He didn't do it in May. So he just called in and said he's taking his birthday because they get paid for it. So he's taking your birthday off today. What do you think that planned? I don't know. Kimmy, did you sing to Kimmy?
Yes, I did.
Kimmy, Cocoa Puff, Kimmy. See, there's only about 3 people who have special songs.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kathy. Yeah.
I really, really, really hope you don't end up in the hospital on your birthday. That would not be a very good birthday, Derek. But I do want you to get better. So whatever they got to do to get you better, I want that to happen.
It's not a fun
Traci,
place to be.
would you do a prayer for him before he has to leave us?
Yes, ma'am. Heavenly Father, we raise up our friend Derek, the birthday boy today. Please get him some answers through either this blood work or the doctor's wisdom, that he may find some healing and start to feel better. And may his day be full of many, many blessings from you. In your name we pray. Amen.
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 Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
very
my all my blood levels are just completely out of whack, and kidneys are not working right. So hopefully the shots that they gave me and the wonderful 5,000 of potassium every morning. Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I eat it with applesauce. I crush it all up and eat it with applesauce.
Yeah.
But still, it's like. Bleh.
Well, anytime MawMaw's, all of her levels of everything have gotten off, and she'd go to the hospital, and by the time she'd get back, she would be so much better.
Mm-hmm.
What was you talking about? I couldn't hear you. Talking about the potassium?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the potassium pills. I crush them up and put them in applesauce because they just taste nasty.
MawMaw was in the hospital one time, like in the ER, and they said, we got to get your potassium level up. So they tried the pill. She's made a face. I said, oh, it can't be that bad. She said, here, taste. So I tasted of it, and I was like, ugh.
Yep.
So,
you would think in this day and age that they would make a potassium pill at least tasted good or at least smaller than what it is. I mean, it's a freaking pill. Damn.
Well, and not only that, but you would think that they'd have something that you could drink that would be instant into your system instead of so slow acting as pills are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can get electrolyted water, and that's got some potassium in it.
Right.
And I'm sure that
after a while, they'll give her they'll, like, if she's admitted, they'll give her the IV.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm hoping that doesn't happen this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you go for a potassium transfusion, how long does it take? I mean, for them to give that to you, or what they call an upload or whatever.
Yeah. And then that could be 2 to 3 hours. Then they have to wait for your potassium levels to come back before they even let you go.
Oh, I see how that runs. Okay. When I do my iron infusions, they just give it to me. They watch me for 30 minutes afterwards to make sure I don't have a reaction, and then they let me go.
Yeah, that's what my mom was doing. My mom did that too, but it's just
I had to take my daughter one time for a whole week of iron infusions, a whole week of them. That's how bad her iron was.
Dang.
You know.
Wow. I wouldn't wish that on anybody.
The doctor that got her back healthy, he said she did not come to him when she did, that she wouldn't have been around, and that was just a couple years ago, and he got her healthy. And it's not something to play with, and I guess that's why I worry about her, because I'm sure she's not going to the doctor and doing what she needs to do. Let me give me. But I don't like to see Derek like this. I like to see him snarky and laugh at inappropriate things.
He's still doing that, I'm sure.
It's just not as much. When you're just feeling crummy, you feel crummy. There's just not there. Like I was saying the other day, you can flake it till you make it most days, but some days you just can't.
You just can't
it's
do
just
it. Yeah.
not there.
I mean, literally, I haven't even done the morning show all week because
Wow.
I'm literally falling asleep
Yeah.
here.
Morning,
Dang.
Dwayne.
Good
Morning,
morning,
birthday.
Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you. Good morning, Leticia. Good morning to you.
Yeah, all shots do hurt, Kimmy. They do. Get the penicillin shot in your butt. That's even worse.
Oh, no, thank you. Mm-mm.
Yeah, that
Dwayne,
military one they give you.
You
Where
got
you
to
have to-
sing, leave a message singing to happy birthday to Derek.
Good morning to Tommy. Good morning to you. Good morning to Tommy. Good morning to you.
Tommy, let Destiny know we didn't do it live on my channel. Something screwed up and I couldn't get the darn song to play right. Figure story of my
Good
life.
morning, my FIL.
Yeah, 26 days. Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Tommy. Yeah, we were on last night. We were gabbing all last night because I just wasn't feeling right. So Tommy just kept me company. We talked last night, so we had a good. That's my brother from another mother, and everybody knows that. That's my buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he brought Destinie to the ER yesterday. So, and I called it right from the get go. I knew exactly what it was. And she's like, "Yep, little stinker." Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
military, it's like peanut butter consistency. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, the one they give you. That's what my sons both said. You gotta hold it and warm it up before they stick it in your rear.
Yeah, and then then they make you do 50 sit-ups.
Oh,
You can move it through your butt.
Oh, not fun.
It was a cold winter, Kathy. But I'll never forget when I went, and this is the night. This changed a little bit, but they had the needle guns, and you just sat there,
those suckers.
and you walked, and then there's people on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't think they're using those anymore. I think
they're
they're
not.
using them.
They got rid of
And
them.
there was a lot of problems because there was a lot of cross contamination. There was people that I know, or one person in particular who's now passed. He ended up with Hep C from them.
Yeah. So
Wow.
That it was that one, and then you got the one in the butt, and that was a pain. But
Literally.
yeah, literally it was. But no, it's when 1991 when I went in and went all the way to San Diego and got there at 2:00 in the morning, and by 5:00 in the morning you're in getting shots. But I pissed the barbers off when I went.
And they shaved you, didn't they?
What?
They shaved your head, didn't they?
I already had it done.
Smart man.
I already had it done. I already knew what was going to happen. I already had it done like I knew now.
Oh no, you shaved your curls off.
Yep.
MawMaw's got a thing up for you. Have you seen on Facebook?
With the little pink car? Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
She was the first one this morning. It was like 5:00 this morning. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
She does that. She tries to always do a birthday thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When I went to boot camp, we got cut short 2 weeks because it was the start of the Persian Gulf War. So. Yeah. So we were ready. They sent us. It was supposed to be 6 weeks. They did 5. They did 4.5 because by the time we got everything done, they flew me to Billington, and then I left Billington, went back to San Diego. I was supposed to come home and say hi to everybody for a couple of days, but they were like, nope. And I flew out to San Diego. They put me in an A6. I sat in the back, and they flew me to my aircraft carrier and landed, and I was on there for 6 months. I didn't see anybody. I got to talk, but I didn't get to spend 24 hours at 24-hour shifts. That's what we were doing.
Dang.
Wow.
It was crazy. I met it. It was funny because I did the toy show on Saturday with my buddy Joe, and a gentleman came up and he had a hat on, and I looked, and you know, sometimes you can read. I can see some of the hats, sometimes I can't. And this hat was just an obvious hat. You just know when you, and I'm like, are you serious? I said, when did you deploy? And he looked at me. He goes, what do you mean? And I said, when did you deploy? And he looked up and he says, and he forgot what hat was on. And I said, that was my ship. And he's like, really? He says, I retired that ship. And it was USS Enterprise.
Oh my goodness.
And we talked there for like 15 minutes. And he's from South Alabama.
From Alabama.
I couldn't believe it. He goes, yeah, I live in South Alabama. So he's going to, when he goes back down, he's going to hook up with the McClendons because he's near them.
Oh, wow.
So I told him, I said, yeah. So we all now we're Facebook friends, and now we're gibber gab and we're talking. And he's like, dude, this is awesome. He goes, and so I sent him a picture of the picture. I still have one of my shirts from when they retired the ship. So I have it, and I sent the picture to him, and he's like, dude, I have that shirt too. He goes, that's so awesome. He goes,
good morning, Rebecca. Good morning to you. Good morning, Rebecca. Good morning to you.
yeah.
Morning, Rebecca.
Now, Dwayne, you went to Paris Island, right? Because you want to laugh, and I laughed because he was in boot camp in 90. I was in 91. Pendleton, because I was out in San Diego. The Marines burnt down their mess hall. You burnt down your mess hall, and you had to come and eat chow with us. You guys had to drive over in the cattle trucks. I hated you.
You went in San Diego.
Yeah. Yep. So you were exactly there when you probably were finishing up when I was going on. So
that's where my uncle went. He went. That's where he went, and that was during the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
I think 17 years old is when they sent him over, and he didn't make it back.
Yes, Kimmy, they had a kitchen fire in their mess hall, and it was so bad. And they had to come over in these cattle trucks, and I was what they call the RCPO of my company, which is like the recruit commanding officer. And we were heading to chow, and of course they thought the Marines think that their shit don't stink, so they just walked right through my company, and I stopped, and I went over and started getting in the drill sergeant's face, and he thought that he was right, but my company commander came over and started yelling at him, and my company commander was smaller than me. He was there. He was 4'11", little Filipino dude, talking to a 6'6" drill sergeant. And you had to see this thing. It was the most funniest thing in the world.
Oh,
there's 80 Marines and there's 80 Navy recruits, like almost like ready to battle, and we're on the same team. But the commanding officer and the drill sergeant, he's up here. He's looking up at him. And
good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you.
So
Look
Dwayne,
at what
I wouldn't doubt it if
Dwayne
wouldn't be a no word of a doubt if I ran into you by accident because you guys came over all the time to use a lot of when you came over to Balboa to use the hospital.
Ooh,
so I mean,
I loved Balboa.
Balboa Hospital is one of the most amazing and funky looking hospitals, but if you don't like planes, you better watch out because it's literally on the top of a mountain, and the flight path, like literally, you can almost touch the top of the planes because that's how because the planes fly right into the airport, and the naval base is right next to the airport.
Back in the old days, in the 70s, well, in the 60s, excuse me, back in the old days, we used to go to Balboa Back Bay. That was the place to party. And we used to have Bal Week. Bal Week was where all the teenagers went for Easter break, and sort of like what you would do in Florida, but except for it was in Balboa. And we had a ball, and they used to have cops during that time directing traffic with their good suits on and white gloves directing traffic because there was so much traffic. And people came there for the art. They came there for the music because Balboa was just a beautiful little town then. And a girlfriend of mine and I and 6 other girls, we were in a little sorority together through the YWCA, and we went and dumped 5 gallons of cooked oatmeal on top of that cop and ran for our lives. I'll never forget that. Fun, funny, not smart, dumbass thing to do, but we didn't shoot or put water on them. But we got out of there.
It's not your birthday.
Huh?
I said it's not your birthday.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm trying. Anyway, we had so much fun back when I was a young baby girl, back in the day, before you guys were all a thought in your mama's mind. Dang it, I'm old. Wayne, we used to pick up guys and give them rides back from Disneyland down to Pendleton, and there was a couple of them that drove the opposite direction because they were being rude young men. We did. Well,
and I know Dwayne will know this because this is now that I know me and Dwayne have a lot in common. We stayed at when my family stayed at the Westerner, which is right next to the base, and every time you would know when graduation was coming up for boot camp, all the hookers would be sitting outside near the Westerner Hotel waiting at the end.
We had so much fun as young girls. I mean, we got ourselves into some positions that it's a good thing there was the majority of us girls and not a majority of the guys. But I was, at that time, it was in 1965. I'd just gotten my driver's license, and my mom and dad had a 65 Chevy Super Sport convertible. And that's what I drove. And so we had us all packed in there with the tops down. We were having a ball. And these two guys we picked up were so nasty. And they were getting so rude. And you could tell they were drunkard and skunk. We just turned the car around and went the opposite way from Pendleton and told them to get out and walk. They had a good 3-hour walk, I'm sure.
Look what Dwayne said. The Oceanside hookers were nasty.
Yes, they were, and they still are. But gosh, you know where the Oceanside Marina is? There in where the big condos are in Oceanside. My dad built those.
Okay. Now, when I was I didn't get to show this, but when I was at the toy show, friend came up and brought this to me.
Oh, how nice! Wow.
See, my dad was a Navy man.
Yeah. So that's what my uniform looked like when I was in. So he goes, I found this the other day and I forgot to give it to you. And I'm like, this is cool. You know, that's just because I still have my hat from when I was on when I was in. So there's a couple of things I wanted to keep, but it was really cool. You know,
my stepfather was in the Navy too, and he was stationed out of Long Beach.
Okay.
And he was a radar man, is what he used to do.
See, once I finished on the carrier, I was special. I went to Coronado.
Oh, jeez.
My dad was stationed.
That's another one of them. There was another one of them pretty places.
Debbie, where did you say? My dad, the Navy man, he was stationed out of where did they send him in California? Oh,
there's Long Beach, and then there's also Long Beach is where he was ported out of. Long Beach, Palo Alto area, somewhere down there.
And you have 42nd Street out of San Diego. Yep.
I wish
he still has all his uniforms, including his dress blues.
I wish I had my dad's hat.
I had my grandfather's hat and uniform. So,
Wow.
and he was in the 10th Mountain Division, so that's even bigger because that's the first Mountain Division ever made was the 10th Mountain Division. So
My girlfriend and I used to go to Camp Pendleton all the time and go horseback riding because she got it for free because her dad was in the military there. So we used to have so much fun.
Dwayne, you and I both are twice the men we were. You're thinning out. I'm still trying to lose some of it.
And you're losing, I can tell.
Yeah, but
He's
when
lost some weight.
if you saw me when I came out of the military, and you'd be like, that's not Derek. 29 palms. Oh man. Ugh. You can have 29 palms, Dwayne. Yeah, you ain't kidding. My neighbor that lived upstairs from me here was at 29 palms for a couple of years, and man, he's feeling it now. That's just brutal. No, Kathy, he ain't joking about 29 palms. That's just no. That's what I said. When San Diego was nice, Billington was nice. Then coming back, but they kept on putting me on chips that they just wanted to finish at closing. I have a habit of that since I get out of the military. I go to restaurants that close. They close down like a couple of months after I start. It's like I'm getting hired to close the restaurants down.
Ew.
So did that with 2 aircraft carriers. I'm like, what the hell? You know?
It's because it's his birthday. He can say bad words.
I can let him get away. Look, he hadn't been on here in a while.
He has
Okay,
a
you got lucky, bud. It's not fair. I owe her now.
And I don't have my jar. I'll have to stick my Tums at him. My
Tums?
Tums, not like my TUMMYS.
Please don't come to my eBay store, Derek. I don't want it closed. Oh, don't stop with that, please, please. I'm still fighting with Macari about that crap.
He's having problems with Macari like I've never seen. And I've had problems with him too, but then they adjusted it real quick. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, I finally got in touch with them at 11:30 last night.
Good.
It was their last one, but they're like, well, okay. So it's weird. They said it takes 48 hours to reinstate it. We're gonna look into what happened, and I put my email in the thing, and if that's what they're saying that I violated, because I put something that I wasn't supposed to put in.
Oh boy! But instead of letting you know, they clamp down and then they worry about it later. Makes no sense. Bad way to run a business.
Yeah. So. Kathy, I was in aviation ordnance. I pretty much put all the Sidewinders, Phoenix missiles, 50 cal, whatever I had to on F-14s. I was a flight captain when I left the carrier. So I literally, you saw me bending over and launching the planes, and the guy was sitting there hitting the button, but made sure that planes were all set, ready to go before they even took off. And it was crazy because, especially when we were sitting in the Persian Gulf during World War II, World War II, yeah, right, the Persian Gulf War, we were working 24-hour shifts. So literally, we were sending off. We counted it one day. We shot off 37 planes in 5 hours.
Wow!
And then we had to wait for them to come back. Then when they come back, if they didn't drop any ammunition, we had to make sure that each person was in charge of a bag for their plane. And if that pin wasn't used, they had to put it properly back into where the release button. And you trust me, you said these pins had to be, some of them were 6 to 12 inches long, 3/4 inch thick, And trust me, when these planes are coming in and you're trying to place everything back in, and some of the pins where the rivet was, where you'd be able to place in, would all go get frayed because of the plane, the shaking. You'd have to go downstairs, get a piece of sheet metal, and rivet it together. When you looked at, and this is what people don't understand, when you watch Top Gun and you watch all these shows, when they do them, they use the best planes, like they're brand new or they're been restored. But when you watch a plane come down after being on a carrier for three or four sorties, and they're all beat up. There's sheet metal drilled in and pop rivets all over the place on the plane. They don't look that awesome when you're sitting in front of one, and then you bring it down on the elevator, and you come out, and when you do a 6-pack, and that's what they call it 6-packs, which is 6 months out at sea. And I did a West Pack and I did an East Pack, which was I love the West Pack. Singapore and Australia and all that whole trip was amazing. But you do it once and you're happy because you wanna get on. Yes, I was at Miramar, Dwayne. Yes.
Hi, Kevin.
What's up,
That's
buddy?
Mr. Kevin.
Derek said, "What's up, buddy?"
What's going on, Roland?
Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you.
Right, Timmy. Thank you. Yeah, Dwayne, you and I, you know, we have to link up because, man, I had so much fun. I enjoyed it. Very much. I know you said that 29 Palms would have really put some really serious mental states into your brain, but yeah, Miramar was amazing.
And that's nothing like on Top Gun either.
No, nowhere. Don't get me wrong. That bar is there.
Oh, I know.
That bar is there, but there you go. Spent a year in Okinawa. Oh, so that means you must have met Kelly's husband when you were over there, Dwayne. Sorry, I had to. But no, Okinawa, yeah, we did all that whole 6-pack was, oh man.
And one thing you learned when you went to all these different places, and I'm betting you that even Dwayne will agree with me, there's no place like the USA to live in.
Not at
You
all.
can go there to visit, but to live, it's not what you expect because there's so many different things you cannot do.
Right.
And I learned that when I went to Japan, things are so different there, and the people in southern Japan are different than the people in northern Japan, and it's just a culture that is beautiful. However, it is so restricting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my dad, he loved Oriental women. I just have to say, he loved the Japanese women and had pictures
My
of them.
ex-husband.
And you know, my mom destroyed them. I didn't understand as a kid. I thought it was kind of cool that he had this beautiful woman, Japanese woman, on a scroll, and she was painted on silk.
Mm-hmm.
And there were pictures of him and some other of his Navy friends with some of the women. And that was before my mom's time. But, you know, she threw them away. But I mean, they weren't married at the time. But I guess she was funny about that. Yeah. And I just wish I had them because that was part of history. My dad was just a kid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So him being just a kid, he actually lied about how old he was, and they didn't have a birth certificate. I guess they weren't as strict back then. So I think he wasn't but about 15, 16 when he went in. And he was married. He was married to a 14-year-old girl, so they were kids when
for sure.
So I love to hear him when he's able to talk about it. Mom never wanted him to talk about stuff like that, but I enjoyed hearing it.
It's your background. It's part of your heritage. It's part of all of that. And I think that my grandmother, bless her soul. She was my dad was born in Enid, Oklahoma, and my grandma moved from Oklahoma to California back in the day when it was the best thing to do. And grandma kept a journal from the time she was 13 until she passed away. But they were hidden from me, and I was her only relative to get any of that stuff. But my mother, being the brat that she is, went in and took all of those so that I couldn't see them, and then they burned up in a fire, so I never did get to see them. But my grandmother used to run illegal alcohol in furs during Prohibition. I would have loved to have read her journals. Would have loved to, but I never did. But I did hear a lot of her. I did hear a lot of her stories. That is amazing. You had everybody sign it, didn't you?
Yes, I did. This is my whole squad. This is my squadron leader. I mean, everybody. It's all.
Is that a UFO on the side of that thing?
No, it was an F4.
Okay.
That somebody tried to draw, but yep. I mean,
Amazing.
Well, I do have the last letter. My uncle wrote his mom out of.
Put that hat on, Derek. It's hat day, Derek. Put the hat on.
You want to laugh? Hey, Dwayne, you want to laugh? Good luck. Good luck in this real world, and stay the hell away from from Navy people. Dwayne Hale.
No way.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's what it says. Well, it says Hall, I think.
So did you really
No, it says Hale.
E.
Yep.
Yep. How do you like that, Dwayne?
Wear that hat for Crazy Hat Day. Put your other hat. Put that hat on. Take the other hat off. I want to see it.
But I have the last letter that my uncle, even though almost all the other brothers they were in the service except for one. The baby of the whole family, he
Dwayne
died.
says WTF.
He died in Vietnam, and so I have the last letter, and it made my mom mad when I told her one time I read the letters that he wrote my nanny, but he was just a kid, and I have the last letters, and I'm gonna keep those letters. I love that. I love that. Listen, I done called you Dwayne. I love that, Derek.
That's it. And you go exactly two fingers above the eyebrow, and that's where it needs to be. Yep. You believe that? That was so funny.
Get out of here.
I got one guy, U.S. Philippines. Stay strong. Know that forever I'll be your brother in arms. Keep the faith. Well.
Craig, you're funny. 2 fingers, 3 are better when pouring whiskey. That's true. If you drink whiskey, which I don't, but
yeah.
Heck, they talk about sailors cussing like a sailor. My dad got thrown into the brig because he barked at one of the officers, and they threw him in the psych place.
See, but here's the real one. Who am I?
Gilligan.
Gilligan.
That's exactly what he did. That's the hat that he wore. He just put it inside out and just. Now, here's another one you want to laugh at. I was going through this, and this one's written. You're the most annoying shorty I've known. Just kidding. Best luck in the future. Look at the last name.
Gillespie.
Gillespie.
Yeah? Who's that?
Mm-hmm.
Glenn. Swamp Picker.
Oh, too
Oh, that's
funny.
his last name?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He started laughing. He goes, "Oh my God, imagine if that was."
That's hilarious.
Yep. You never know who you worked with until, like, sometimes you run into people.
See,
Mhm.
Derek, you look like you feel better already. You just needed to be up here with us.
You just needed to know you're here. Everybody's here. We care about you, don't we?
Yep. It's just.
In
And he
fact,
had
he's
all the-
younger than my son, but he's cuter.
Yeah.
That's cool, Dwayne. That would be awesome to see some of that, my man. I mean, like I said, I knew you and I had a connection, but it's when you have a connection with somebody, you just know it. And when
No, we don't have an idea of what you're talking about at all, do we? Do we have any idea?
Thank
I
you.
can't
Thank you,
make
Rebecca.
a point the right way. Dang it. There we go.
So, but squid.
Wait.
Yes, I am a
It
squid.
take me half hour to figure it out.
Look at there. I got it done. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there.
You did. You did.
I did it. I did it. Yay me.
And now I don't care about him, damn squid.
Good
Yeah,
one, Traci.
hey, all I remember and all we used to
Good
keep
one,
on saying is the Marines never got anywhere without us. We got you where you needed to
Oh
go.
boy, now we got Marines and Navy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now somebody's going to jump in that's a SEAL and we're all in trouble.
Oh, dude, nobody's you're not gonna.
My boys were Army boys. My daddy was an Army man.
90% of my family's Army.
My brother was the Air Force.
On my mom's side, we had Air Force, Army, Marines. I don't think there was Navy on my mom's side.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a picture that I want a copy of, and it's all of the sons in their uniforms that somebody did for my grandmama.
Right.
And I think somebody has copied it, a good copy, and I need it. But I hadn't thought about it. I should really put the words that my uncle, the letter he wrote. I should really, because it's part of. Doggone it! I keep falling out. My father-in-law was in the Air Force. He never got deployed anywhere to me.
Thank you very much, Uncle Joe.
But I remember he had a tattoo of a sparrow on his.
I still got 3 more years until I hit 50, so I'm still in my 40s.
My sister-in-law, when she got a tattoo, it was of a sparrow with the wings for Air Force.
Yes, I am.
Oh, mute Derek.
Mute Derek. There we go. He just did.
I keep pulling it up just in case. Wouldn't you know, if I didn't pull it up to where I could hear you guys right, it would be lagging and everything else.
I got a singing to do. Good morning to Geanna. Good morning to you. Good morning to Geanna. Good morning to you. I'm sorry, Geanna, I didn't catch you sooner.
Then there's Keelan Kisses.
Oh, wow.
That's Geanna.
Okay, I don't know these things. I'm still learning. I'm old.
You're old. That's not an excuse.
Is an excuse.
My brother, Denise, my brother was stationed in Korea.
My daddy was in Korea.
My stepfather was in Korea.
I keep adding back to Stream Live on my cell phone, so that way if it gets choppy on this, crazy, you guys, if it gets to lagging on my computer, all I have to do is put in my earbuds and then I can hear everybody. I just go in the green room.
Mm-hmm.
I sit in the green room and
good morning to John. Good morning to you. Good morning to John. Good morning to you.
Good morning, John.
Good morning, John.
Look, I can't help but grin when I see John's name. John is special.
He's hilarious.
And his little girl, you guys, I love that little girl.
I've
She's
seen her
amazing.
too. And it's so much fun to see children that are like that, you know. She's adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Feel good, John. Good work.
Birthday today. He's on mute right now.
Hi,
Good
Kimberly.
morning to Casey. Good morning to you. Good morning to Casey. Good morning to you. I love you, Casey.
Hi, Casey.
Love you, Traci. Love you,
Good
Debbie.
morning to Aaron. Good morning to you. Good morning to Aaron. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Aaron.
Good to see you, Aaron.
Today's typically Crazy Hat Day, and Dwayne said, Casey, laugh out loud. Oh, you did not sing to come and sing to him in the big voice.
You don't deserve it.
Yes, come up here and do it. Or stand right there where can't nobody see you. Oh, you see what I put in my hat, don't you? Mr. Pickle Feathers.
Other direction.
Oh.
Pickle feathers are on the other side.
You guys, with StreamYard, you don't know which way to turn.
I know, you don't. It's crazy. And it doesn't get easier figuring it out either, I don't think.
All right, you better speak to Dwayne. Look there. Oh. But I am. I'm glad Derek looks better than he did before we went live. So all you guys coming on, that's usually in the guys' room, you know, because you guys talk trade. And thank you guys for all jumping on this channel to wish him a happy birthday. You must have put it out there, Debbie. You must have put it out there for everybody to come on to wish him a happy birthday.
You're muted, Debbie.
Muted, Debbie.
I told 5 or 6 people, and I'm sure everybody told everybody. And the thing is that I couldn't get my little private thing to work. So it's okay. I didn't want you to get a copyright strike, so I didn't want to try to do it the other way. So
I know. Okay. I don't understand that because, all right, I watched a video, and there's some things that explained about copyright. There's some things that you get a 1, 2, and a third strike. They shut down your whole they take your channel from you.
Yeah, and I don't want you to have any of that. So,
but then there's some things they
allow.
said that they'll run ads on, and if you ever get monetized, then they get the money for that.
Yeah.
But so far, I don't think it's been an actual strike because one of my videos, they showed who sung it. They tagged in that video who it was by. They did it, not me. And that was fine. Or either they'll allow you to do alternative music. Now, you guys, the short little old video for the 300 sub giveaway, the guy singing, somebody told me check out his channel because he has a band. So I went over there and I listened to some of his music, and oh my gosh, I love it. And Just Be You, I think, was Just Be Yourself, or, you know, is what that song is called. And that's what I told Casey I wanted to play. And we did give them the credits, And then I went on his page and told him, thank you because he did allow me. I asked him about it. I told him, thank you for allowing me to use your music, and I gave you a shout out. So, I mean, he sounds good. I don't know if you guys knew, he's just sitting in the room playing that music, and he writes his own stuff. And to me, it sounds good.
Are you kidding?
Wow.
Dwayne said he got a copyright strike for mariachi music.
Yeah, Dwayne got a copyright strike one day for walking at a swap meet from that
Mariachi
music played in the background.
Was playing.
Mariachi.
And I'll bet it's because they didn't have an idea of who the band was. That was the problem.
Casey's giving me that look.
That's just crazy. But then you see, like, I've seen some large YouTubers be like in a thrift store, and you can hear the music just perfectly clearly in the background, and I don't hear them getting a strike.
Well, I think part of that is because a lot of them use the Muzak, which has already paid a copyright for it being out there in public. So there might be a thin line there where it allows it to be, and you're not restreaming per se to use that music, which like with Dwayne, he wasn't either. However, I think somebody was playing, and they shouldn't be. I mean, these people that work in these places that do the copyright striking, they're not lawyers. They're just hired workers, and some of them end up getting a power thing going on. You know, well, I don't like this guy. I'm gonna I copyright strike him. So boom.
Yeah, see, like Geanna said, there are YouTube creators who do full album reviews and don't get shut down. So she doesn't understand why.
I don't understand that either.
A little snippet of music will get somebody a copyright strike, but yet.
Yeah, I don't understand that, because that's what YouTube I used to use it for, is to go and play music and so
download
how
videos
can
and the music
play all these different people?
Who knows? They're playing their own games. They really are. So he just came in. They need to come in. Good. Thank you, sweetheart. You gonna go lay down? Good.
You guys, are we buffering?
No. You're fine.
Do you guys see us buffering on this end?
I don't see us buffering on my phone either.
I don't know about Tube. Let me look at Tube. Okay, of course you're going to be slow there. In fact, Derek is still out of his chair on the Tube.
Geanna says no. Rebecca says no.
Tube is always slow.
All right, they're not seeing us buffering. I'm buffering. And I'm even buffering on my, okay, it's not buffering now for me. Oh, you guys.
I know this, it's going to come around. Things are going to get a little bit more straightened out, but I have a funny feeling that people are catching on to stuff so quickly that technology has fallen a little bit from the people that are able to produce it. It's not that it's not out there. It's just that they're having a hard time connecting it together. So, it's part of life, I guess. But it's like with everything else, just like with him having a problem with Macari. They shut everything down. Then they're going back and trying to fix the problems. And that's just not right. And it's the same thing with, I've had problems with PayPal, Macari. I've had problems with Amazon. I'm not going to do any more Amazon. Amazon eats your money up. And that's my opinion if you're a small seller. If I was going to do a lot of volume, then I would go Amazon. But I'm going to stick around with eBay and Macari and possibly Poshmark because I've got a lot of clothing. So
sorry about that, guys.
No, you're not.
You have people wanting to wish you happy birthday. That's all right.
Yep. You're forgiven. We see the candles on your head. Watch out for the melting wax because it will burn.
I hear ya.
Just teasing, guys. Don't look so serious.
What are you today, Derek? 40,
47.
47?
Yep.
He's to that point where he can't turn it around on himself because it'll look bad. So
There
that's
had a happy birthday copyright fee in the YouTube audio library. Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
copyright fee or free, because you've got FEEE in there, Tommy.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
But I know that copyright against the actual happy birthday song is for real, because I almost got busted at a club for it. So
yeah,
I know
you
about that. Yeah, we were told take it off the library that we had because we weren't allowed to have it on the karaoke. And it was such a generic happy birthday. You could have played it at a kid's party.
Well, it's like when I was at Longhorns, that is a registered way we sing happy birthday at Longhorns. That is registered through Longhorns and everything. So
Great. Thank you, Craig. Yeah.
Tommy, yeah. Derek has caught up with me for a couple of months. So
well, it's good that it's out there, but oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't calling you sweetheart, Dwayne. I'm sorry. Did you take that from me to call you sweetheart? Dwayne thinks I was calling him sweetheart.
Episode.
But if it makes you feel better, Dwayne, it's okay. My husband knows all about you.
You watch the one for that.
I shared all the details with him.
Huh?
What's that? Can't hear you. You're muted. She knows that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's talking to Casey or Kevin, one of the two.
Hey, honey. Bob?
Yes.
No, I'm talking to my husband. Bob? Smarty.
Tracy's laughing over there.
Bob!
What?
That's what he just said. I've got Dwayne on this show, and he told me not to call him sweetheart in front of you. Do you have a problem if I call Dwayne sweetheart? Okay. Can I call Derek Hunnan sweetheart? Okay, good. I got permission, Dwayne. We can do it now.
The other Bob.
Only have one. My husband.
Yeah.
He's number one, and then,
You guys, my computer is so crazy.
Waiting for Mr. Joe to get here so we can head out and go to the doctors. And he's like, we're going to do something after. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, fun fact. What is Bob called? I am not going to touch that one with a piece of ribbon, even.
I do not know.
With a spoonful of pistachio pudding.
Dwayne, I bet you do.
Dwayne.
Yeah, he's always number one.
Want to bet? I can do anything I want to, Tommy, because I'm old. All I have to do is say I need to go back to the home.
Dwayne,
I have no idea, Craig.
What do you have on this week?
No
Okay, Craig,
idea what is Bob called.
Come on, Craig. We want to know.
Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you. Good morning to Destiny. Good morning to you.
Hope you're up and feeling better, girl.
Bob is the same as Pop.
Upside down.
Destiny. Wait, which way did I turn? Can you see him?
They're Mr. Pickle Feathers in Darlene's hat.
Yep.
That's so cute.
You guys,
What?
What?
We said in unison.
It drives me crazy how it pops in and out, and
So Dwayne, you didn't tell me who you guys are having on Sun on. Oh, that's right, Donna. That's right, on Saturday. That's right. Donna, don't whatever. I can't remember. Whatever.
Much love to you, Destiny. I'm hoping you're feeling so much better, girl.
Yeah, she went to bed early last night because me and Tommy would give it gabbing.
Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob.
Where? Uncle Bob?
That's what it says, Uncle Bob. Just me, Kathy said it. Bob's your uncle.
Not my uncle, he ain't.
I don't have an Uncle Bob either.
Ricky Ricardo.
No, Bob's not my uncle, Kathy. That's my husband. And I have this boyfriend, Dwayne, that thinks I'm calling him sweetheart. And then I have this other guy that over here. I'll get it. Over here, that it's his birthday that I just called
What
Hun,
is
and I get in trouble.
Bob?
We,
I want this to be my new car.
I don't get it, Craig. I don't get it at all. You got to tell us.
if you take the word Bob and then turn it upside
Yeah,
down,
that's the
it
same
spells
thing.
pop. No, it spells pop upside down.
Bob, Pop.
Cute.
Oh, it's a.
I like that car.
it's
That's a nice car.
What is it called? Where it's spelled the same front and back?
I don't know.
Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! It's a.
Who's he? What's it?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's
My
spelled the same
daughter's
front and
name-
back, but I can't remember what it's called.
My daughter told me she wanted, at 6 years old, she wanted to be called Izzy, I-Z-Z-I, because you could spell it backwards and forwards, and it's the same.
Palindrome. That's
And
it.
then you can turn it upside down, and it would still be the same.
Yep.
All right.
And I
I want
told
to
her,
show you what I
okay.
got yesterday. I scared
What'd you got?
everybody.
Good job,
Oh,
Kathy.
no.
Oh, don't you just love that? That is the precious thing.
Look
Aww.
at the eyes.
And then
And that's a Disney.
Oh.
Makes you want to almost have a baby.
Little
Almost.
fireman.
No, I don't ever want to have another child growing inside of my body again. That was the most horrific 18 months of my life.
18 months? Oh, you
I
had
have two kids.
Yeah, well, true. But Tracy, never
was
say never.
sick from, I swear, the moment of conception until about a week after delivery.
Tracy, I said never, ever again. And I ended up with a third child. And I was in my 50s when that happened. So I didn't have her, but I ended up with her. So just never say never, because it will come to you some way. The good Lord will get you for saying
not
never.
having a baby, just practicing.
I don't have all of the correct body parts anymore. So
You know what's sad is I've still got everything I was born with,
one
except for
cannot
my
grow
appendix.
inside of me.
I
Yep.
can't hear you guys.
She can't hear.
Well, I got to get.
Landshark Picker says he's not into having babies, just practicing. Perfect practice makes perfect. Well, yeah, it just depends.
Exactly, darling. I did not. Are you leaving, Derek?
Yes, I am leaving.
Right. I love you. I hope your results are okay, or at least they can fix things from there.
Right, that's what I'm hoping. So,
Okay.
all right,
Take
guys. I'll talk to you guys after I get back
Okay.
and get situated. So,
love you.
too, sweetie. You just
Hey,
be
guys.
safe, okay?
Bye. Yep,
All right. Have a good trip and be careful, babe.
I will.
And I got permission to call him that too, just so y'all know. Some people just don't understand when you can love somebody without him being that. He's like my baby. He's old, he is old enough to almost be my grandson. That's scary. No, his children are old enough to be, but that's it. He's old enough to
I was
be my
about
son.
to say, Debbie.
No, honey,
How soon did you get started?
Yeah.
it's real simple. Let's see, he's 47 and I'm 69, and there's a lot of difference in those ages. I'm not into I would not want to raise another one. No, he's a good man, though. He's got a lot going on for him. Who's double trouble? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
All right, you guys. Let me refresh again.
It's gone again.
Oh my
How you doing today, Tracy?
Being pregnant. I do know that there are people that enjoy being pregnant, but I am not one of them.
I didn't enjoy it at the end because I was pregnant through the summer, and then come December and October and December, that's when I gave birth, and I was so thankful that I was done. I was done through the hard parts. So anyway,
I had my kids in July and August, so
oh,
yeah, I was the most
what date in
pregnant.
August?
The worst time of year.
What date in
Both
August?
mine were May. Both of mine were May babies.
What day in August, Tracy?
I got August 14
I'm August 4th.
in a July 28.
Keegan's birthday is May 20th. Casey's is the 27th of May, and my daughter's is May 31st.
Dang,
Wow.
you have an expensive month in May.
I enjoyed my second pregnancy. I had a good pregnancy with my second one.
I bet
That's
your
how I
children
was,
are great,
Darlene.
Wayne.
I was so constantly sick. It was just miserable.
Darlene, I'm like with my oldest. That's the way I was. I was sick the whole time with her.
I lost 26 pounds from the time I got pregnant till I delivered.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
I had just the opposite. I ended up gaining 26
babies.
pounds after the birth. So Wayne, you didn't screw up 3 children. I know you well enough. You're a really good daddy. And on top of that, 2 of them born on July 5th. Your poor wife. She takes freedom for serious, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Fur babies are a lot safer and easier to raise. Just me, Kathy. Been there. I now have 4 fur babies and 1 feathered baby.
It's weird, Denise. I was the opposite.
I was sick the whole time with both of mine. Both of them. Non-stop. Sick. Oh. People like perfume. I could be like in a store. Somebody would walk by me and their perfume would catch me just right, would make me ill. Oh.
I can remember. When I was
on TV with showing food would make me sick.
I was pregnant with my son, and the smell of eggs cooking, whether it be fried, scrambled, or even egg salad, it didn't matter what it was. If it was an egg, I was in the bathroom regurgitating. Then when my daughter was born, I couldn't get enough eggs. I craved eggs. And with my son, I craved tomatoes. I'd go into a restaurant and they'd say, "What would you like for lunch?" And I'd say, "Can you cut up and slice up like 3 tomatoes? I don't want any lettuce, just the tomatoes." They thought I was crazy, but oh man, that tasted so good when I was pregnant. There's just something in those things that I needed and didn't need, I guess, but it was funny. It was funny.
With Casey, the only thing that would make me nauseated is if I walked in the restaurant and smelled burnt coffee.
Oh,
me and my supervisor went out to eat every day at lunchtime, and we'd go to Shoney's a lot of times. If we ever walked in there and they had coffee that had been sitting, I'd have to go straight to the bathroom and be sick.
Aw.
You guys, I remember in this house, I was pregnant. We moved back home from Atlanta when I got pregnant. And MawMaw would get up every morning about 4 o'clock to cook breakfast for my father-in-law. And I would smell sausage cooking, and Casey was who I was pregnant with, and the baby just rolled and rolled in my stomach like it woke him up. But then I would have to get ready. I'd ride up the road, get in the car with my supervisor, and then we would drive to Atlanta. But you were talking about hamburger meat. I don't know what's got me wanting raw hamburger meat. I used to eat it when I was a kid. Well, a teenager. If I would be cooking like tacos or something, I'd always pick raw hamburger meat.
My best friend Barb, the one that passed away on Valentine's Day, she did the same thing.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am so serious.
And before my lap band surgery, the way I'd order my steaks would be medium rare. And everybody else at the table would be like, ooh, gross, because they'd see blood on the thing. I know don't do it, Kathy, but
my best friend did it. She did it all the years that I know.
And they say
I knew her, and I knew her for 30-some years.
They say don't eat raw cookie dough.
People do it.
Yeah, I do. Because you know what? Sonic's selling cookie dough ice cream. So
there's Destinie. There's your pixie chick.
Hello.
Hello, Destinie.
Hello.
Oh, you don't sound good.
What's that?
You don't sound good.
I don't feel good.
Aw.
I didn't either until we started getting into this because I couldn't hardly breathe this morning.
Yeah, our weather is all messy. Right, like right now, it's really super foggy outside.
Hey,
yeah.
Fog advisory.
Feathers in.
Hopefully it'll clear up.
Pixie, I started to do, what did I tell you? Mr. Pickle Pip.
Hi, Tommy.
Mr. Pickle Pin Pat. And I thought, no, I'll just do something else. Pickle Pickles.
Is that Destiny?
Pickle Pickles. Yes, it's Destiny.
I got the sweetest message.
Morning.
Oh, Tommy,
Oh
stop
my gosh.
Mama did.
Oh,
Good morning, Destiny.
Good morning. I hear Mama.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mama. Much love.
good morning.
It's
Good morning to Mama. Good morning to you.
Yeah,
Good morning to
But it's not
Mama.
bubbling on
Good
there.
morning to you.
Oh,
I love you, Mama.
It is.
Anyway, the missus says, "Hey, darling."
Oh, goodness.
Said, "What are you doing up so late?" I just wanted to win in solitaire. Past your bedtime.
He done had to tell Mama to go to bed. It was past her bedtime.
Yeah,
What time was it?
Tommy was laying in bed and
About 1:30 in the morning.
My time now. I'll be back.
the
All right, I don't know where to set it.
Yeah,
I will be right back, you guys. I have to get up and move for
All
a
right,
minute.
let me refresh again.
Right back.
I'll be watching for you.
You guys. Look, the Lord's been blessed me.
Well, Lord done blessed her. She run away on us. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the
Destiny,
medicine.
honey, I'm glad you're feeling a little better, but I'm so sorry you had to go to the hospital, honey.
Yeah, they couldn't find veins, so they ended up like giving me like trying 3 different times to get the IV in. They finally got the IV in, and then the blood that they drew to find out what was going on, I don't know, something happened to it, so they had to come back in and get more blood. I was just like, okay. And then they gave me some pain meds, and I did not do good with the first round. So they had to give me what is that called? Oh, he's not even up here. What was that mixture that they gave me?
GI cocktail.
A GI cocktail, because the Latin that they gave me like really messed with my stomach. And so they gave me that, and then I took that, and then I was still in pain, so they gave me fentanyl.
Oh boy.
Oh, I do not like that stuff. I think I feel worse from that than I do before I went, how I felt before I went in. And I fell asleep, and I was sleeping for a couple hours. Yeah, I couldn't eat anything either. Everything tasted really gross. Jazzy made me some chicken noodle soup to help settle my stomach, and I couldn't eat it. Like, I took a bite out of it, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't do this. So she ended up eating it, which was fine. I laid down, and I think like 3 or 4 hours after I laid down and was out cold, I guess I popped up, and I was like, I'm hungry, and I ate a bowl of cereal. Tommy's like, that's random. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. And then that's when Tommy saw that MawMaw was on, because he's like, nobody's live tonight. And so then he saw MawMaw and Messenger playing solitary. And so he messaged her. It was cute. And MawMaw, he did give me a hug from you.
So, yes, Destiny.
Yes.
I couldn't figure out what hat to do this morning and what to do last night. I couldn't figure out. So what I did this morning, let me figure out which way to turn. All right. I stuck his pretty feathers in here with the others.
Oh,
and I even done his colors on my eyes.
Oh wow, that is awesome.
So I went Mr. Pickles colors today.
So she's Pickled Pickles.
Yeah, I tried to put his hat on him today because I was going to bring him over. And yeah, he didn't like the fact that there was a hat on his head. So he doesn't like it when I wear a hat. So
it took forever. I mean, I was late getting on here and, taking my shower. I couldn't even hardly breathe. I don't know. It's my allergies. And I told Traci, I said, I'm going to have to hit my albuterol, I guess. I said, because I'm winded. And so everybody out there, if you're the ones that's used to coming on, if me and Traci didn't talk much, that's fine, because that was Derek's birthday. And he seemed to perk up from when he was backstage. He perked up so much, and it was so glad to see, so happy to see. It looked like he got feeling better.
I want to say thank you for tolerating my attempts and helping me this morning, because yesterday when I talked with him, he was so down and out and so tired of being tired and sick and so tired of not being able to do things and so tired that things kept messing him over. And he, he's like the rest of us. We all have our daily grinds, but it hits him extra hard, especially on his birthday. Now, this is a man that told me birthdays don't mean anything to me. And baloney, you saw how he perked up. So, and he's got, I don't know if y'all know, but his mama's got cancer and she's not got long.
Yeah,
she has already
keep his mom in everybody's prayers. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. He doesn't feel she's got long, but she keeps talking about how they're all going to move to South Carolina. And it's just a big, heavy thing on his heart,
Yeah.
And there's a lot of things going on there, and God bless him. He's doing best he can with what he's got, and that's one thing he is not, is he's not lazy. He's out there always doing something, and I swear that is a man that will send his last dollar off to somebody else that needs it when he feels that'll help him make them happy, and he won't tell nobody.
Right.
Well, it didn't take but one time for somebody to tell me through
Mama.
through private. They were chatting with Casey on a chat. When they said a few things about Derek, I did the oh no you didn't, and then I told them about themselves. I did it without saying the cuss word.
That's okay.
But that
All of a
and
sudden,
he has health problems. He's had stroke. He's legally blind and all this kind of stuff, and he still does sales, and he still tries to make everybody else happy with his Friday races and stuff like that. So it's been months ago. Months ago, but I told them about their sales or themselves. Casey corrects me.
Do you know how depressed he is that he's not doing his racing this week? It really bummed him down, and I said, take time to take care of Derek first. People will still be there. You're not going to lose people. Look how many people came in to wish him happy birthday. Y'all are wonderful, you know?
Yeah. But yes, you guys, I was told that if he was on my channel that I would lose everybody. And
Holy moly.
Then what did we do, Traci? It was DD&T. It was on, wasn't it? I mean,
it was on like Donkey Kong. And look how many people absolutely love you guys. People love Derek. Derek has such one of those hearts that, you know, everybody wishes they had, you know.
And he keeps it so close to him that he doesn't share it with a lot of people. And if everybody knew how sweet he really was, they wouldn't give him the crap.
No.
They would support him.
And see, our family is very blessed because, you know, Tommy and Derek are so close. I mean, they're literally like brothers. And so Derek is my brother-in-law. You know, I claim him as my brother-in-law. I'm very blessed to have him as my brother-in-law. The kids call him Uncle Derek. They love him. We love him and his family. And
well, Derek calls Casey his brother. He said Casey's like his little brother, you know, and hey, you know, and that's that's something. You accept my son as he is. You got my love forever. You know, that's the way I look at it. And some of the things they were saying about Derek, he would not have taken Casey, you know, as a brother, and you know, he wouldn't have loved him like that. Darlene B, let me see if I could get these off. Oh gosh, you guys, it's a week. It has, I don't know, it's just been a hard week for me. Okay, you guys, in the jewelry.
I will check. I bet you I have not opened it yet. I'll double check. I totally forgot to check my email. I will do that for you today, my darling. I promise.
All right, look, I'm going to show you guys. Now, this was, Darlene said, it's all broken. She said, what did I do now? I said, all right. You guys, when the sun hits this right here, I love the color, but when that sun,
that is gorgeous,
isn't it? And when the sun hit it, and there's no stones missing, when that sun hit this, it was prisms all over my kitchen. And so I washed it up, and this I'll be wearing. You guys will see that. And then this one I washed up, and I love it because I love like gothic looks. And to me, Destiny's gonna like this one too.
Ooh, you know.
And it's a double. See how it's a double chain? Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
That is gorgeous. I'll be right back. Let me go see if I can find my green and black one that I have.
So,
good morning, Pearlini. Good morning to you. Good morning, Pearlini. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Lynn. Now, some of this is broken like this, but it's going to make a beautiful something. I don't know what it's going to make. Let me see. Yeah, hats and jars. And I mean, and I told her last night, I said, Darlene, I ain't even got to the end of the box because I sent Traci and Darlene. Now, this is missing some stones, but they're my favorite color. Every color is my favorite, but the amber look. And then, so you guys, I have a lot of them to do today to try to separate them. Casey's not doing Porch Church. So, you want coffee?
Yeah.
Is there water in it?
It's up to me.
All right, let me get. Oh gosh, you guys.
Oh, this stuff got more food.
I don't know. I don't know.
Move my chair. It's not working very
You
well.
guys here and give me a hard time. Oh. I'll be in there. Casey's not going to do Porch Church, so. And you guys, since Keevan took Derek's birthday off to celebrate, we'll shut down. I guess we'll shut down at I'd say 10:30. We'll stay on about 15 more minutes.
All right. Oh, that is pretty, Destiny.
Ooh,
Darlene,
wait.
turn around.
All right, let me. Ooh, that is pretty.
My mom gave this to me, and I love the greens and stuff in it, or the blues. I don't know. It's supposed to be green. It looks blue to me, but
That is pretty.
That's my black and colored necklace.
I love it.
And then I have it in my little rolly bag of jewelry. And then I have this too. I think I showed you this the other day, Darlene, when I was putting everything back.
Ooh, I like that.
I actually won this with the earrings. Oh, let me see if I can get the earring. This is the earrings that go with it.
Oh, pretty.
It's paparazzi jewelry.
I like those.
I won it in a drawing. And
What is it, girl? You finna get tangled up.
what's that?
Keevan must be giving Darlene a hard time.
So yeah, that's just a few of my items I have. I like to collect jewelry. I just don't wear it all the time.
And that's as it should be. Do what you feel is right at the moment. And you know, another thing, when you get older, wear jewelry during the day. I haven't done it in a while, and I'm starting to when I get up and get dressed in the morning to put on jewelry, and it makes all the difference. It helps with your attitude and everything.
Then I have this ring too that I got.
Good morning, Lynn. I don't know if you saw me or not. I said, hey.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, I love that.
And it's already soldered together. But look how small it is.
Yeah, that is tiny.
Hey, Alma.
Good morning to Alma. Good morning to you. Good morning to Alma. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hey, Rebecca, at them Flippin' Kreuters, I took care of that. It's done now, just so you know.
Alma, instead of it being crazy hat day, I was normal today almost. And it was a happy birthday this morning to Derek.
You're not normal.
Oh, hey, you ought to see this. Traci finally got to see how I do my makeup.
Oh, I saw you do your makeup.
Well, you see me after I did my eyebrows. Traci got to see me the weird way I do things. But look, Traci's gonna start doing makeup, and
that's gonna force me.
And Traci, you're gonna have to talk your husband into Ipsy. You're gonna love it.
I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I've been working on him, but man, he is a hard-headed Hollander when it comes to that stuff. And I even tried the whole thing about, listen, you go on your way to work every day, you buy a couple packs of Hostess donuts to have on your break. You know, you're spending like $6 a day that you work on these stupid it's 3 something a day on these dumb donuts that you eat on your break. And if you add that up, you're spending more than the $12.
You know,
So that's just my donuts. But
why
he
don't you
just doesn't. But that's putting my banking information on the internet.
Well, here's what you do. You go down to Walmart or someplace and you buy a Visa card, you load it, and then you use that card as the automatic deduction all the time. That way they never know what your account is, and you've always got money put aside there.
Yeah. Or either you do it through PayPal.
Yeah,
But the thing
PayPal safe.
of it is, okay, around here, Wendy's one time, I don't know if it was Wendy's, one of the fast food places were double skimming.
Double dipping.
Yes. The credit cards. So if you go through and hand your credit card to pay for gas, and that was another thing. There was a gas station.
We had a lot of gas skimmers up here too.
Yeah. So anytime you use that card, so if he used that card to buy his donuts,
he does.
So anybody can get your information. So I'm just, but now I'm glad he ain't listening, because he caught me the other day when I told him, what? He can't have you, Dave.
No, he's working. He's working.
Oh, and you guys, for days that I just show one ear, see, it don't matter that the earrings only have one. Let me show you this one. I'm like,
nobody ever sees both of them at the same time anyway. Think about it. Oh, that's pretty.
It's hard to see the how it catches the light, and it's so blingy. And I'm gonna be like, oh, I can bling one ear.
And just sweep your hair to the other side.
No,
I can't sweep.
Darlene, do you
I can't sweep either.
Yes.
Oh, how cute!
Let me see if I can get it to.
Oh,
that
nice.
is adorable.
I love the little dangly thing.
I'm trying to get it to where it shows you. There we go.
Ooh, I like that.
And then the band is.
Yes,
is that
I love the
band, or is that a regular band?
It's a stretch band.
Oh, I love that.
I love the stretchy band.
I have this one too. I love this ring.
Oh yeah,
I like that one too.
That's pretty. I like that when they're really colorful like that.
Yeah,
that's so gothic looking, Destiny. Oh yeah,
they're
pretty.
really on my fingers. Oh, here's one for you.
Oh my!
There you go.
Ooh, I love that.
I knew you would.
Is it a spider?
Yeah, it's the spider. Like, I have some crazy jewelry that I collect, and then usually it just sits here. But I will send you this one, Darlene, and the spider ring.
Good morning, Jazzy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jazzy.
Good morning.
Much love, baby. Much love.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
She's got it down.
And then, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Hey, doesn't mind.
Oh, that's cool.
Cloisonne?
I love those kind.
Destiny, is that cloisonne?
What's that?
It's more like.
Is that considered a cloisonne or like an enamel?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about jewelry. I just collect it. If I think it's cool,
like me. We're like, I don't know what it is, but we just like it.
That's pretty.
Yep. And it even has the match. LizzAnn keeps trying to trying to steal my stuff.
That's
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite.
Oh yeah, that's the Celtic knot, isn't it?
That's a
Yep.
triquetra.
Yep, that's my favorite.
You know, because of charm, using a symbol like that, people too much associate that with Wiccan. But that
Yeah,
is
but they
for-
use that for like the church that I go to is called Holy Trinity, and they use a Celtic knot like that for the symbol for the
Yep.
church.
Because it represents in different. It represents something different for each person that sees it.
Mhm.
I have a triquetra on my back, and it represents me, my son, and my daughter,
Mhm.
and as a unity, and that's what it means. It's unity, and Christians, it's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Mhm.
And then, I do think that Wiccans do use it, and I can't remember exactly what the three entities that they use for Wiccan. Celtic use it. Every religion has it. It just depends on how you feel and what it means to you when you look at it. And that's why I have it, because it represents me and my two children.
Mhm.
The church, I believe, uses it for the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all right. I got another ring, and I've got to. It was well worn, but I'm going to decorate it somehow. It is this one. I mean, see, it's huge. I mean, it's long. It's not huge,
Mhm.
but I like.
That's a weapon.
Oh, a weapon.
That's cool.
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't know. I can take fingernail polish and make it whatever color I want. So,
Mhm.
I mean, and any tassels that I do, any tassels that I find, I'm saving them to do bookmarks. Like when we send out Bibles, I like to send out bookmarks. And something like this, I think just the tassel part would be cute hanging off of a bookmark.
That reminds me of the 80s show Gem.
80s what?
Gem, the cartoon. That's
Gem and the holograms.
earring.
So,
Dwayne, the only thing about the air, land, and water, I agree with you on that. But what about the fire? Because usually they have air, land, water, fire is the 4 in Wiccan practices.
Yeah.
And they do rituals with knives and candles and crud to the air, the land, the water, and the fire. And it mixes in with the pagan religious beliefs.
Yeah.
I studied a lot of that before with my daughters.
Wiccan is different, is very different. And if you tell a Wiccan, oh, you're pagan, or if you tell a pagan they're Wiccan, ooh,
oh boy, yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, we got to learn the differences.
Yeah, there are
Wiccan and witchcraft were before. That goes back before Christ.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That goes anytime anybody sacrificed idols and called upon the idols and stuff like that, or the different spirits would give them power,
Mm-hmm.
and that was before Christ. But when Christ would come up, when he would come upon somebody, there's a part in the Bible where they called him by name. They knew who he was, and he silenced them and drove that spirit out. Each time he would drive that spirit out. And I remember there's a story in there where the person that was managing the woman that was a palm reader, or she told them, that he used her to make money. And when Jesus drove out the spirit, he got angry because that was what she used to read people.
Mhm.
And that story's in the Bible. And like I said, there was another one that called, Jesus out and said, I know who you are. And he silenced them. So possessions, demon possessions, witchcraft, all that was in the Old Testament.
Mhm.
And people that say, well, that's not prevalent today, that doesn't happen today, it does happen today. It does happen. But I don't have much longer. This is
Yeah, I'm about
number,
to doze right off and my tummy is hurting.
this one, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm glad I found it. See,
Aw.
I'll be able to make
You
this.
can find a stone that'll fit on there.
Oh yeah, I mean but yeah, your tummy hurts, and my husband better not have kept watching. He better not be in there watching How to Get Away with Murder. That's all I got to say. He can't be watching that without me.
All right.
But I love you guys, and we had a lot of people come on. Debbie, thank you for sharing it. Thank you for, doing it for Derek.
Much love.
Yes, thank you, Debbie.
And he
Thank
did.
you guys for helping.
It made me feel good to see him go, perking up. That just, when he started talking about the military and all that.
Yeah,
that
and when he connected with Dwayne like that, Dwayne, you are a godsend. He needed that today. He needed to know where back when he was normal in a sense. I mean, if he can get into that headset, he's fine. There's nothing wrong.
And
I do have to show you guys one more thing before we head out.
Okay.
But let me know.
but
when
Tracy,
you're
thank
done.
you for praying for him too.
Yes,
And,
thank you, Tracy.
All right, go ahead, Pixie. What?
I love Trolls so much.
Aw,
The necklace.
Oh yeah, the little.
that is adorable.
I know.
That makes me want to get out my clay and try that. That is cute.
Let me see if I can get him to be not blurry.
No, he's cute.
That's adorable.
I got to get a different chain for him because there he is.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that picks up really good right there. You can see his eyes.
Too cute.
Denise,
Yeah.
I love you, and Alma, I love you.
Thank you.
And
I love everybody.
you tell your son I love him too, and you
Love
tell
you
him
all.
that Alma, you tell him that I gave kudos to him on the channel, and that I appreciate him taking time to talk to me that day. The crazy woman that was talking to him on the phone, that was crying and snotting, and so he's amazing. So you tell him that I said he is amazing.
Goodbye, guys. Love you.
Goodbye.
I love you guys.
Much love,
Love
everybody.
you, Tracy.
Be safe, and Tracy, feel well today.
I
You
will.
too,
It's
Destiny.
just that pain is coming back in my side and it's hurting me.
Get up and move around, baby.
Yeah, that's what I need to do.
Talk to y'all later.
All right,
Thank
you
you.
guys. I am
Love
going
you.
to go get in the bed with my hubby. I love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.